Greetings DIY party people. I'm down here on the floor working on my latest tile project. Right now I'm working on some tile baseboards, as you can see right here. And I wanted to make this video just to give you an overview of some tips and tricks that I've learned in various tiling projects. So come along and let's get started. There's no rule that says you have to finish the entire floor all at once. As you can see, we've got a completed floor here. These tiles have been mortared down and grouted, while over here this section has not been grouted yet, and moving over to this section nothing's been done. That's because we're working in a actual working kitchen and we can only do one section at a time. We can't put our kitchen completely out of commission, so we're doing a section at a time, and this works for us. But it also means that, you know, I can take extended breaks between doing sections. Now, when this particular section here that you're looking at is done, when the grout's put down, I'll move these appliances here over, and then I'll get to that section there. And speaking of which, this section here has not one, not two, not three, but 4 layers of old floor. We've got linoleum, and it's horrible. We've got old tile placed right on top of that. Yes, somebody actually placed tile on top of linoleum, if you can believe it. Then we've got a backer on top of this old tile, and then we've got this awful, I guess it's pergo, I don't know what it's called. It's like fiberboard or particle board flooring. It looks horrible from our point of view, and it was never glued down. It literally just comes right apart, but we're leaving it in place just so we can have a surface to walk on and get into our refrigerator. But when I'm done working on this section and I can move these appliances over, then I'll get to this wretched area here, and you can see here, yeah, that's mold. I sprayed this section really well with spray bleach. I took an old cleaning spray bottle, mixed about half parts bleach with half parts water, and just sprayed the heck out of that area as I was pulling this stuff up. So make sure you're doing that if you're working in an environment that has dampness like we are here. I found that doing tile baseboards is almost easier and certainly more aesthetic than using wooden or particle board baseboards on top of tile. So for here, as you can see, I'm using a lighter colored tile with some gray grout there, and I'm using the exact same tile pattern here for baseboards. These are actual bullnose. They were available for this particular pattern, but what I did here was I put painter's tape along this edge after I mortared these bullnose pieces down, and then I put painter's tape along this edge here, and then I applied the grout. So that way I had a nice straight line where the grout meets the wall. Came out really well. Alright, here's another example of using painter's tape to have a nice clean grout line. Alright, so I used painter's tape the entire length of this grout line, and you can see I even went and put some tile above this sink. Alright, follow your own design ideas like we did. We decided to just use various, I think these are about 24-inch length tile pieces by 12, but what I did was I cut them into random lengths, random widths, and mixed and match, and we had a interesting final pattern when all was said and done, rather than the usual boring, you know, square on square pattern. We just wanted to mix things up a little bit here. And then also I used some scrap tile to make this tile utility shelf, I guess you could call it. And it's not done. I've got to put a vinyl edge along here. When that's done, it'll be nice and safe. So you want to make sure that if you've got sharp edges with a tile shelf like I built here, you know, you want to protect those edges. Get some vinyl pieces to cement along that edge. I used grout down here to give it a nice look, nice feel, and came out looking okay, if I say so myself. All right, so you're looking at our family room / kids play area room. It's 2 in 1 because the room is so large. But I tiled this area in sections as well, just like I'm doing with our kitchen. No reason why you can't do that. We had a nice tiled living room TV area before we tiled up the kids section. So the advantage of that is we got some usable space without having to complete the entire room. There's no need to stress out and try to complete an entire giant project all at once. Break it up into sections instead. So there's a handful of my tiling tips and tricks for you. Hope they help you with your tiling projects. If they did, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other DIY videos. Thanks for watching.